Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you all in this online class of science. And students, as you all know, we are discussing about water. Yes, a very precious, important part of our life without which we cannot survive. And we have discussed so far about the scarcity of water, about the aquifer, the infiltration, the importance of water, surface water, groundwater, all these topics we have covered. In continuity, today we will discuss about water cycle. You must be knowing about that. In the junior classes you must have studied. So we will again brush up your knowledge of water cycle as well as how to conserve the water. Right. So here on the screen you can see the diagram of water cycle, the pictorial representation. You know what is water cycle? The continuous circulation of water in nature, right? The circulation continues and that is only the water cycle. Cycle means something which is going on continuously, right? So water cycle, the continuous circulation of water in nature. Now there are four main processes involved in water cycle. They are evaporation. See, students, learn in this way with the actions: evaporation, then condensation, then precipitation, and then collection. One more is helpful, that is transpiration, but mainly there are four: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. So what happens in evaporation is the conversion of liquid to vapor. From the water bodies, the water gets evaporated due to the sunlight, right? And one more process, that is transpiration, the loss of excess water from the plants, that is also responsible. The water goes into the atmosphere. Now this water which is going into the atmosphere by the process of evaporation and transpiration, now it gets collected and form the clouds in the atmosphere, that is condensation, right? After that, when the droplets, they combine together, they form big droplets, and when the clouds become heavy, they come as rain or frost or snow or hail, any form according to the temperature of the place, right? That is precipitation, the falling down of water from the clouds. It is precipitation. So very simple and very easy, but although very important topic: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and then it is collected again in water bodies, that is collection. These are the four main processes of water cycle. Now the next thing which we are going to discuss is depletion of water table. Water table, you know, the upper limit of the water that is present under the ground. So why it is getting depleted? Why we have to dig so far and then we get the water? That is depletion of water table. Why? Because of increasing population, industries, decrease of seepage area for seepage of rainwater. Because what is groundwater actually? The rainwater that seeps into the ground, right? So because of this excessive use of water, deforestation, scanty rainfall, these are all the factors which are responsible for the depletion of water table. And for this we have to do something, that is water management. Now how do we do that water management? The very common and very easy thing that you can do is rainwater harvesting. That is, on the roofs it is done. When rainwater comes, you know, it directly flows from the pipes and go to drains. But instead of that, if we connect the pipe to some storage tank or some storage purpose of thing, then it will be collected in that storage tank or pit or anywhere, and then after the rain that water can be used. So it's a very simple thing that we all can do, and we can use that water for planting, for these watering plants and other domestic uses, not for drinking but for other domestic uses. For agriculture we can use that water, right? So this people are doing and more people should do for the storage of water, conservation of water, and we have to limitize our uses. That is also one of the very important thing to conserve water. We have to avoid the wastage, we have to repair the leaking taps if any, and we should water the plants very precisely, means with less use of water, not with pipe just giving the pipe and throughout the day the plants are getting water. No, it should be done very precisely, very limited amount of water that is required. Like our body, we don't take too much once a time, right? We are eating 3 to 4 times a day, small bags of food, right? Same way, plants also don't require a lot of water at one time. We should give them less amount of water at intervals, right? That is how the water can be conserved. There are some more points. Households, we can save water by fixing the leaks. Just now I told you, wherever you see the pipe, there is some leakage, water is getting wasted, inform the adults that it should be fixed. Then rainwater harvesting we have discussed, and this recycling of water means which our government is doing, that sewage water, it is treated and then it is again in wastewater treatment plants. We'll discuss this also in a chapter. And then after treatment, that water again is supplied and we can take use of it in various domestic and agricultural purposes. So this is how we can do the conservation of water. One very important thing that is farmers are practicing these days and we should also do is drip irrigation. As you can see in the picture, pipes are attached to the plants, and in this system drop by drop water goes into the plant. There are small holes in the pipe, from that only drop by drop water comes out. That's why it is called drip irrigation. So in this method water is not getting wasted, as you know, drop by drop, so not at all the wastage will be there, and the plants will get the sufficient amount which is required by them. So it is a very useful method and used these days very commonly. These are all the methods to conserve water. Now I want you all to make a poster or a PowerPoint presentation on water conservation. Okay students, the details I'll WhatsApp you, but you have to write on water conservation. Now till that time, just go through the chapter, read, learn for this your assessments, and do complete the work. At least 2 questions a day you can do, right? So completing is also required. Till that time, thank you and have a great day.